kind of place.
Welcome at last to the Kamisato residence, honored guest.
Is this the Shirazage Himegimi you keep going on about? So, where's she at? Behind the screen?
Yes. As the daughter of the Yashiro Commission, this is how Miss Kamisato is accustomed to receiving guests. Consider it a time-honored tradition within the Yashiro Commission. Forgive me.
Makes sense. She's a super important person after all.
Please forgive my lack of courtesy for receiving you in this fashion, especially following such a long and wearisome journey over the sea. I have awaited your arrival with great anticipation, and Toma assures me that you do indeed possess the power to change the tide of the times. At present in Inazuma, in the name of the Vision Hunt Decree, the people's aspirations are being senselessly trampled underfoot. Though the Yashiro Commission serves the Shogun, it is the people with whom we share close bonds, given the contact we are required to have with them in the performance of our duties. A commission's power rises and falls with the trust of their people. Thus, we cannot remain indifferent to this situation without also remaining indifferent to our own fate. Traveler, lend us your power, and we can... Oh.
See, milady, it's just like I said. This will take us nowhere.
No, please! Wait! Please, don't go! I will introduce you to the Raiden Shogun on one condition. You must fulfill 3 small wishes on my behalf.
What are your wishes?
They pertain to 3 whose visions were taken from them. Perhaps once you've met them, you will understand.
A warrior who guards a village, a former samurai who helped carry out the Vision Hunt Decree, and a swordmaster determined to become the best in the world. Does Paimon got that right?
Correct. Please do all you can to help them. Then you have my gratitude.
I'm sure you'll do great.
Let's get down to business.
Rise.
Yield.
Grant us your blood.
Let's light it up. Everybody stand.
Orders given. Orders received. Faster.
Lightning flash! To the ferry. How's this?
Flee.
Wheel of life.
Finally, No.
Do your worst.
Is this an answer from this world?
One day, I'll be as great as Ryuji. Let's see. Where's the person Ayaka told us about?
Why are you doing this? Why leave all of a sudden, after all these years?
Precisely. It's the children.
That must be the guy Ayaka...
Ah, you must also... Teijima had keeping out the... But now, we will gladly...
If you want, it's clear that Teijima, I can't claim. Truth be told,
Seems like he's a... You must be Teijima.
Me? True. And what made me want to come here? I don't have answers to those questions. In the past, I knew...
Okay. Well, in the... But if you... Oh! Maybe if you...
Oh, that reminds me.
I...
Oh, yes, yes, you do. And what...
Perfect! So if we want to keep Teijima from leaving,
If you don't mind, we will leave you to find the dial.
This looks like Teijima's... Let's see... Today, I went kite fly... Huh? I went to Now that's the... So this is... But anyway, if he... Here we are! This seems to... The soil looks like... Must be something pretty... It looks like... Konda Village. Sounds so familiar. Where is that place again? Huh. So the reason... But he's been here for 30 years. Well...
Well, I'll be... Still, over the years, how could I have love, regret? No. After all, it's as if she'd never been in my life. Although, when I think about it, how curious. I shall...
Tejima seems to be... Seems it's just like... That certainly... At least we were able to... Well... According to Miss Kamisato, the second one who lost their vision is a samurai from the Tenryou Commission.
Ad Astra. They say the Tenryou Commission is directly controlled by the Shogun. They're the ones responsible for maintaining law and order in Inazuma. The ones but why would they take... Paimon doesn't get it. Huh? There seems to be some commotion over there. Let's go see...
I'll ask one more.
The entire clan is
How many times you dare to see?
You samurai think you can just do whatever you please? The Tenryou Commission will hear of this!
Oh, huh? And who?
What? We heard the commotion.
I see. You seem to have come just at the right time. Perhaps you can help. This is Kurosawa. He's a In the past, we'd simply ask him for provisions. He's keeping the provisions for himself.
No one seems to care about us. It's no wonder all the visions...
This must be one of the people Ayaka asked us to help. Maybe we should talk to Kurosawa.
I've never even heard it. I don't know what. My own family can barely get by as it. That's the first bit of truth I've heard.
Well, that's strange. You were helping him.
To be perfectly honest, all I know is that I will perform certain things. And it's not just that.
Does it have to do with the missing...
I didn't take any. To top it all off, my house was... If you don't believe me, go find the treasure.
He seems... But we better confirm. We should be able to follow their tracks.
We really outdid ourselves this time. All those samurai houses packed with goods.
You haven't seen anything yet. There'll be a lot more where this came from. Today's just the beginning. I'll be leading you all on an epic journey of pillage and plunder that will go down in hoarder history.
You demand, boss.
These seem like the treasure hoarders we're after. Let's teach them a lesson.
Another test.
Do your worst. Let's light it up. Yield.
There goes all the Mora. We worked hard to steal that, you know? Come on, boss. Think of something.
Not bad, kid. Kurosawa. So he's the one who sent you after us.
So what did you...
Food supplies. I didn't want anyone else to see it. But now that you've caught us, how about...
You've got a deal.
Huh?
What the...
There's nothing in here, but
Yeah. A lot of them too, and they all seem to be made out to the owner of a We better talk to this. As for you guys,
Yes, of course. So, we redeemed ourselves for...
Shut it.
Take this!
Welcome to Tsukumomono Groceries. We've got everything you need. Can I help you find something? Or perhaps... Ah, so your friend...
Whoa! Let's not get... How did Kurosawa end up owing you so much money?
Let me think. Kurosawa would come regularly to purchase large quantities. However, the price of provisions began to skyrocket recently.
So that's how he was getting... But why did he have to purchase a usual amount?
Well, if you think about it, the Kurosawa thought that it would be quite the disappointment for... So he deemed it necessary...
Wow. And no one ever appreciated what he did. They just complained and held him accountable.
People's attitudes will always reflect their circumstance. If you ask me, had Kurosawa told everyone that... Of course, I'm sure there would still have... As for why he chose to spend his... If you're still curious, I see. Most unfortunate. If he doesn't clear the debt on his name, he'll have no choice but to sell that sword that is so dear...
Sword? What?
Oh... I've asked him about its origin. In hindsight, why don't you ask him about the sword you're... Oh, but before you...
But we did...
Information is also... Don't worry, I won't charge much.
At least we now know where the emergency... Let's go talk to Kurosawa again, and see if he can remember... What are you doing?
I presented them with a choice. It turned out to be a real time saver, actually. Did you manage to track down the treasure hoard?
That just about sums it up. It turned...
Strange. I don't really have any such Why was I purchasing emergency provisions for everyone? And why would I put myself in such a difficult situation? But I cannot deny that when I brandished my sword, this sword was once wielded. I remember once when I was young. What did he say? It would seem that I forgot many important things when all I can remember now is my father telling me that this blade bore his life's creed. And said to me...
Hey! If you look carefully, can you recognize the words?
Virtue? Somehow those two taking on seemingly endless debts to make others happy. But what use are virtue and justice? The Tenryo Commission seized my vision. And the very people I was so desperately trying to help refused to understand me. And the irony of all of it is, I somehow still felt sorry when threatening them with my blade. I'm incapable of being a good person, yet I'm equally unable to be bad. I don't know what to do with myself.
Yet another troubled soul. When we get the chance, let's speak to Toma about Kurosawa's debt. The Yashiro Commission would surely help cover his expenses. In any case, we must never... Yeah, seems like... Fortunately for us, let's go find the next poor soul. The third person who had their vision... Paimon heard that he's the present-day master. This is his dojo. Luckily...
Nanako, don't worry. Those thugs that challenged the dojo were strong.
Maybe, but I'm still... Things have gotten dangerous before in the past, but it's never...
It's just because he's been possessed. That's all.
Hey there! Did something happen?
Who are you? I don't care whether you're trespassers or just here to harass us while Sensei is in... Don't make me draw my blade, or you won't live...
No! You got it so wrong. We just came here to...
Disciples?
Yep. We've heard all about the mighty master of Meikyo Shisui art. It's the whole reason we came all this way, to seek him out and ask him to train us. But then we got here and overheard you talking about how he got possessed.
From the way you're dressed, it doesn't look like you're from around here. Please, accept my apologies. We've had so many people trying to cause us trouble recently that we're on high alert. You haven't arrived at the best of times. I see you are earnest in your pursuit. Okay, Sensei's name is Domon, a name I'm sure you've already heard. Though self-taught, he mastered the art of the sword to a high level. He once said that his goal was to become the best sword master in the world. And so, even while training us, but then...
Not long ago, he says the strangest things over and over. Junya and I have discussed it, but if I'm honest...
The Grand Naru...
You haven't heard of it? It's the largest shrine. Not that we'd have any means of involving the head, so don't worry, Nanako. The exorcism will take place this evening.
So, losing your vision...
Shh. Just now, when she asked him who it looked like he was... All the while he kept calling those... One of them was Anza. Since they wouldn't stop, the ritual has now been... Please, excuse me for a moment.
Huh? Who's that sneaking around? Uh-oh. Could they be here to mess up the exorcism? We won't let them get away with it. Come on, let's go after them. Seems they aren't here. Should we keep going further up? Is this definitely the right place? Let's look a little further up. Aha! Suspicious...
How did you catch up with me so quickly? Are you sure you're Domon's disciples? You move even quicker than he does. Unless... I guess it's been a few years. Maybe his skills have improved again.
Excuse me? We're the ones asking the questions here. First off, who are you? And what are you You seem like bad news, mister!
Bad news? I'll have you know I trained I don't care to talk about that time any-
His senior?
Anzai? Yes, that's because I don't wish to see Domon or anyone else associated with him ever again. When we were young, we trained under the same sword master, studying Make Yoshi Sui art together. I had begun training 5 years before him, and everyone looked up to me as a steady and dependable older disciple. Practitioners of Make Yoshi Sui art seek to achieve stillness of mind, freedom from all agitation. So the majority of disciples are indifferent to rank and reward. I was no exception. But Domon was different. The first thing he did when he joined was go straight to our sensei and ask him, with a beaming smile on his face, how to become the best in the world. Sensei scolded him and told him that the art of the sword should not be used for such vain ends. Sensei said that coveting the title of the best sword master, barely days into his training, showed that he had a fickle mind, and that this would impede him from ever mastering the blade. I thought so too at the time, but Domon began making swift progress in his training and even started catching up with me. Only then did I realize that it was Domon who had long since freed his mind from all agitation. He was consumed by his singular desire to become the best in the world. He sought nothing less than perfection in the art of the sword, and nothing could deter him from...
Sure sounds like he meant business. So how come you don't want to ever see him again?
Because until he... Of all the disciples, I was the most gifted. I had trained the longest. Domon's arrival changed everything. Later, I heard that he sparred with Sensei, too. Sensei was advanced. After that, I wanted nothing further to do with him. Deep down, though, I still respected his mastery of the... So, when I heard rumors that he had lost his mind, my first reaction was to dismiss them as false. How could he? I decided to quietly come and see if it were true. So you see... Okay, you've heard my story.
Seems like we got it wrong this time. He wasn't here to mess up the exorcism at all. Still, Paimon's not...
What? Does that mean he's just...
Nanako, please.
I am sorry. But spirits and all is certainly not lost.
Lady Yai?
The head shrine maid?
Correct. Lady Yai is most... I am unable to say for certain whether an evil spirit has possessed your sensei, but Lady Yai can give a conclusive verdict.
Excuse me, Miss Inagi.
That won't be necessary. All that is required of you is your timely arrival at the Grand Narukami Shrine. I must leave now, but we will meet soon.
Who'd have thought Lady Yai herself...
Do you mean to say that Sensei...
No, that's not what I meant at all. I just mean this is Lady Yai... Anyway, given that you've traveled all this way just to...
Sure! After all, who knows? Maybe we'll be able to find out if...
What's one more opponent?
Do you think that's Lady? Also, is it just Paimon? Or did she look right? It was probably nothing. It's not like she's ever seen us before.
Keep away. Keep away from me. I gave up the art of the sword.
As you can see, Lady Yai, Domon has persisted in this state for some time now. He appears to see those who have lost to him in duels past, gathered all around him to persecute him.
Lady Yai, it must be a possession, right? This is nothing like him at all. In the past, no matter what came his way, he would always face it with a confident smile.
I'm sorry. It is clear to me that your sensei is not possessed by any evil spirit.
But then does that mean he...
Yes. This is a change in the person himself. Unable to cope with the tremendous pressure he was under, he suffered a spiritual collapse. With his wits impaired, he finally descended into madness. As one who is thrown into the sea, though he fights back desperately against his predicament, it does nothing to prevent his descent into the depths. As for what has triggered this change, I believe it must be the loss of his vision.
Stripped of his ambition?
Your school practices make you stillness of mind, freedom from all agitation. There was once... Then... What, Lady I'm not sure. The path of the sword map. It requires one to take their sword firmly and only a deep commitment to his When that ambition disappeared... Poor Sensei.
I'm sorry, Father.
That's enough.
Huh? Isn't that all? Did he follow us the whole...
Ansai, you're here for revenge.
You're right to assume. It's been so long, I don't think most of the... Now I know that, but that is no reason.
But what if one day I put everything I... If there's a chance they'll end...
Have you asked them?
Sensei, after you I can't know whether I want to keep going until the day that I can stand before...
Nanako's far from the only one. Actually...
Goodness.
You see? You can place the ambition you once had. Being stripped of your ambition is something that's... So, just as I once placed my... You are not in the...
I'm sorry to have made... I no longer have the resolve to become... But as your sensei, this is my promise.
You can count on that. But I am... Well, don't just...
So even though his ambition was taken away...
Traveler? So, the wind that blows for us to meet now is premature. Nevertheless, you set foot on these islands at precisely the right moment. I have high hopes for you, child.
Ooh, Lady Ai, she seems super mysterious.
trace of Adeptitrix.
Yield! Flee!
Rise.
Do your worst! Let's light it up! Yield!
Guess who fulfilled all your wishes? Huh? Ayaka! Huh?
Huh?
Traveler, Paimon. It is a pleasure to finally meet you both face to face. I have heard all about how you helped our three friends. My sincerest thanks to you.
Yeah. Short of getting them their visions back, it seems like there's no way to really help them. Ayaka, how come this time you get to come out and meet us in person?
Because now that you have done the 3 things I asked of you, I consider you to be my friends. As you will observe, I dispense with the screen for Toma also.
Mm-hmm.
Wait a second. But isn't Toma your, servant? Paimon's happy to help and all, but Paimon sure as heck did not sign up to be a servant.
Oh. Paimon, you are most entertaining. Toma is first and foremost my friend, and was so before he ever became my attendant.
Oh, okay then. Ayaka, compared to how you are behind the screen. Alright, we can...
Thank you both kindly. Back to the matter at hand. You have now witnessed the pain. Perhaps in the eyes of a deity such as the almighty Shogun, the thunders roar, light. But I believe that surely you... It seems that perhaps now you could... You will? Really? Naturally.
All right, bravo, my lady.
See? I told you he wouldn't... Now then, given that the remainder of our discussion...
Well, here we...
Please continue without me. I'll keep watch.
So, what's the deal with this place anyway? What makes it your favorite meeting spot?
This is land that was gifted to the Yashiro Commission by the Shogun. The Kamisato clan has the exclusive right to plan. Such privileges exist due to the Yashiro Commission's role in managing ceremonial affairs.
Oh, Paimon gets it!
Once the number of ceremonial affairs conducted in the city began to decline, our forebears built a tea house here.
Makes sense. Perfect place for a secret base.
In any case, we can talk freely here. The almighty Shogun. I've seen her on but only a few occasions, most of them formal ceremonies. She inspires awe, commands respect. It was her almost complete lack of any emotion. The issue is this. For the vast majority of people, the Vision Hunt Decree is something that, after all, it is but a tiny minority of people who receive visions. Moreover, because of this,
How can they be like that? Paimon's getting mad.
Nevertheless, in addition to us, there is also the resistance on Watatsu.
Resistance? You mean like an army fighting against the decree?
Yes. To say a little more about Sangonomiya, historically, there has always been some conflict between them and the shogunate of Narukami Island due to their different belief systems. But I do wonder whether there may be some other agenda behind their resistance movement, beyond merely fighting the Vision Hunt Decree. Of course! We have tried on numerous occasions. Unfortunately, each time a proposal to repeal the decree arrives at Tenshukaku, it is promptly vetoed by both the Tenryou Commission and the They invariably adopt a stance of unconditional support. It almost makes one wonder whether they had a hand in the Shogun's sudden decision to issue the Vision Hunt Decree.
Ooh, Paimon has a question though.
Oh? What would you like to know, Paimon?
Have you got a plan yet to fight the Vision Hunt Decree?
To be honest, we do not.
What?
Please, do not forget that challenging the Vision Hunt Decree is tantamount to challenging a deity. Coming to terms with that is already a difficult step to take.
So what are we gonna do?
Well, for the moment, all we can do is try and reduce the harm that is being caused by this decree. For example, by providing vision bearers with safe refuge, or manufacturing counterfeit visions for them as a contingency measure.
You're telling Paimon that there are people out there who can make fake visions?
Don't underestimate the talents of the craftspeople. The problem we are facing right now is that Master Masakatsu, who is providing us with counterfeit visions.
Darn! So they found out about it? Ugh.
Yes. We knew it was not a long-term solution, and that it was only a matter of time before it would be exposed. Exactly. I feel the same way. But given mine and Toma's identities as part of the Yashiro Commission, breaking him out of prison would risk By no means do we intend to place the burden of such a task on your shoulders alone. When you are ready, go to Hanamizaka and look for a fireworks shop run by the Nagonohara family. There...
Just hand it over. You don't want any trouble with me. If you think your elemental powers are enough to resist the Vision Hunt decree, then you'd better think again. Believe me, you're not the first of your kind we've encountered, and we've seen the same unpleasant outcome time after time. You'd best save yourself the trouble.
Can't you make an exception? I just got this vision. I won't even use it, I promise.
So this is the Vision Hunt decree in action, huh? We can't just sit around and watch things unfold, can we?
Psst! Hey, wait!
Huh? There's...
Come on!
What's going on? Can't you see we need to go...
Shh! Quiet! Just sit tight and watch for a moment.
Hey! This isn't right, you know! Just because... Huh? Hey, wait! You do have a vision!
Shh! If you don't keep your voice down, I won't have one much longer.
All right. Here, take it.
Wise choice. All right, let's go.
What should we do now? He's already given up his vision. Doesn't he know what could happen? This is your fault. You're the one who's...
Many thanks, Miss Yoimiya. If you hadn't swapped me a fake just now, I'm sure I would have lost it.
No worries. You put on quite the convincing performance.
Oh, so that's what's going on here. And to think Paimon was about to unleash Paimonial wrath on Miss...
Think nothing of it. I could tell from your reaction we were on the same side. You just didn't know it, you know? Oh, right. Allow me to introduce myself. I'm Yoimiya, the current owner of Naganohara Fireworks. It ain't much, but it's honest work. Great to meet ya.
Practically everyone on Hanamizaka knows Yoimiya.
Whoa, that's quite the introduction.
Stop it, Hanjiro. You'll embarrass me. As for thanking me, you'd be better off thanking his handiwork allowed me to keep my own vision. Whew, I can't even imagine.
Yes, Master Masakatsu is a good man. It's too bad good people seldom get the recognition they deserve.
Master Masakatsu?
Huh? Do you guys know him too? You don't say. Then it sounds like the Shirasagi Himegimi has a plan. Awesome! I've been thinking about breaking him out too recently. But if I just march straight in there by myself, I'd probably get Miss Kamisato in a whole heap of trouble. So, what about if I...
Sure, welcome to the team.
Seems like I finally got a new job. So, Master Masakatsu...
Whoa, talk about a...
Not bad, huh?
Time to...